Hello, 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 hello. This is Grandma Sunshine and Zippy. I don't know if you can see him. He's here to make sure I do all this correct. And what I am going to show you today is how I am going to turn this cucumber from fresh from my garden today into a cucumber salad. And while I do this, I want to talk to you about how we become together as a body, and that makes us a greater whole. The cucumber is very good by itself. I like to make my onions small because honestly, I don't like to bite into a big chunk of onion. But after this cures, the onion won't be nearly so hot. And why do I have these bowls? I don't know. They were pretty, and I asked my husband to just set them on the table for me. But back to being a whole. The onion isn't quite so pleasant by itself. I mean, how many people literally enjoys picking up onion and eating it? Maybe one of those sweet ones, maybe. But when I add the onion into the mix with the other items, then it's more than just onion. That might be too much onion. Oh well. This is going to be very oniony. You see, I'm going to leave that to last. The tomatoes, I've rinsed everything off very nicely. Scrubbed them off, actually. Tomatoes are nice to eat by themselves. But the tomatoes have juice inside. And it's acidic. And the onion is acidic. So when you put these two together, I leave the skins on because the skins are part of it. I like to use a serrated edge knife. So the acidic in the onions, the type of acid it is, and there's alkaloids in there that are so healthy for you. And when that mixes with the acidic and the tomatoes, it creates, I don't know, it becomes serendipity. It's serendipity. When things come together and it's greater than the whole. Anyway, I'm hoping I said the right word. I've forgot more words than I can remember these days. But anyway, see this juice? Don't get rid of the juice. Some people think that there's stuff in the seeds. There aren't. Trust me. I've been eating tomatoes all my life. Why would suddenly there be stuff in your tomatoes that aren't good for you? And I'm breaking so many rules. I have a cat in my presence. I'm cutting up tomatoes on a white tablecloth. What could I be thinking? Cucumber, the skin is very, very good for you. But you see, if it's not real ripe, the skin is thick and it's hard and it's really not digestible. Well, what I like to do is I like to skim off some of the skin. I use a potato peeler usually, but I'm showing you. I don't take it all off, and I don't usually take off that much. Oh boy, I should have brought a potato peeler. I use a potato peeler. And I just kind of, not the whole thing, just maybe next I'll probably come down and do some of this. But then I cut off the hard part. And then I just slice it as thin and add an angle. And that lets the juices, now we know that the juices of a cucumber are so healthy. It's so good for your digestion. And this is the seed, of course, but this part holds the things that are good for your collagen, for your skin, for your blood. So you don't want to skip out on eating that. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That cucumber is so sweet. When I have my cucumber, I like the skin, but it's too much. When you're biting into the cucumber slices, it's going to cut your, gums sometimes even. But I'm going to save all that, and I'm going to give it to the critters outside. They like it. Okay? So, I like to slice my cucumber. At an angle. I was cutting these up straight, but once I get it started, I like to cut it at an angle because that also exposes more of the seeds and the juice inside. So this cucumber salad is made with tomatoes, onions, cucumbers, and if you like, you could slice these pieces in half. It makes them a little juicier. You could slice this whole thing just like this in half. And then as you slice them off, they're coming off at an angle. Okay, I was talking to you earlier about how when all the vegetables come together, it's like the body of Messiah. We mean so much more to each other as a body than we do individually. And the proof of that is right here in this salad. That was a cute thought. It was pretty. I didn't need them, except to put the leftovers in. Okay. I'm trying to make this look pretty. See? And then we're going to put the rest of the tomato in there. I'm showing you different ways that I slice things. There's, and it always goes in easier when you give it a little push back and forth. Okay. And here we have it. Ooh. I think I'm going to move this aside. Pepper. See, the pepper and the salt helps break down. And you want plenty of salt. Don't hold back on the salt. And give it a good stir. Mashing it in a little bit as you go. My mother, now this is an old-fashioned recipe. My mother, she was a wonderful grandma, I tell you. But she had this secret. And her secret salad, one day, everybody kept pressing me to get the secret recipe from my mother for her secret salad. I finally did. It's iceberg lettuce cut up, sliced up, and tomatoes and onions, like this. Only we had lettuce instead of the. And then the secret, she would kind of squeeze it a little bit to make a little bit of juice come out, and salt and pepper, and sit overnight. That's what you're going to do with this. The salt and pepper and the juices from the vegetable are going to marinate it. And you know what? I dedicate this dish to my son Adam because he taught me how to appreciate good food. Hallelujah. Keep the Torah and be the bride.